Okay, guys, U4A6 assignment. I just want to go over the marking scheme for this. So we're talking about the first two graphs here. We're going to describe them. It's pretty lenient on how I mark this. The first one is this one here, 2/3 x minus 5. So something like this, the intercept is minus 5, and it has a slope of 2/3, so it's going that way, upwards. This one here, a little bit more work. I'm going to rewrite this like this is equal to the following. So when you bring the 6x and the 5 over, you end up with a bunch of negatives like that. And then you end up with this, and you divide by 2, something like that. So what you're looking at is a slope of 3 and an intercept of negative 5/2. Sorry, that's positive 5/2. So once you bring that over, it becomes positive. Sorry, so 5/2 is 2.5, and it has a slope like that. So anything remotely close to that will get you the 2 marks. These ones here find equations. So usually 1 mark, or actually 1 mark for each of these for finding the m and 1 for the b. So let's do 2a first. We have a y-intercept of 4 and a slope of 1. So this one's kind of straightforward. Mx plus b, there's your intercept, there's your slope. So you have a slope of -1, so -1x plus 4, or just -x plus 4. 2b, I want to go through the point 3,4 with a slope of -2. So you know that there's a slope of -2, but you know nothing else here. So I don't know b. I need to find it. I know a point on the line is the point 3,4. So I can sub that in, 3 as my x, 4 for my y, and do this, something like that. And that is -6 and 4 plus b, and then b is 10. Add 6 to both sides here. And then you're going to need to write this out as -2x plus 10. Okay, so you have that for 2b. 2c, I'll put that here before I erase everything. 2c passes through the line this, through the points this and this. So I know neither m or b, so this one takes a little more work to do. You have your slope, which is your rise over your run, or your delta y over your delta x, another way to look at it. And what you do is you take 3 and subtract from it 1. So take this number here, your first y, and subtract from it -1. So that'll be +1. Okay, 3 minus -1 is +1. And then on the bottom, you take your first x and you subtract it from here like this. Now, if you had done it the other way around, you'd be fine. So if you'd taken, used this here and subtracted these points here, you would have the same size numbers. You would have a different sign on the top and the bottom, and that would turn into the same thing because there would be a negative on top instead of the bottom. So this whole thing turns out to be -1/2. And let's just see if that makes any sense to you. It doesn't make any sense. I think I made a let me just check this out for 1 second here. And you notice I made a mistake on purpose, kind of. And what happened here, so if I look at this and I have the point 1, -1, so this is a good check to do here. 1, -1 is down here. 9, 3 is over here somewhere. That's a positive slope because it's going up. And I look back here and somehow I made 9 minus 1. -8, I was thinking about if you'd switch these points back and forth. Anyway, this whole thing is +1/2. So this is y is equal to 1/2 x plus b now, and then take one of these points, either this one or this one, and sub it in to figure out what b is. I'm just going to go with the 9 and the 3. I don't like negatives, as you could probably see why. So -1/2 9 plus b. So that is then going to be, I'm running out of room here, 3 is equal to 4.5, or 9/2 plus b, and b is -1/2. Sorry, 1.5, 1.5, okay, -1.5. So now I'm just going to rewrite this here. So that's y is equal to mx plus b. My m I figured out was 1/2 x plus b is -1/2. Okay, so 1.5. Sorry. So to be consistent, why don't we do this? 0.5 x minus 1.5, or you could do 1/2 x minus 3/2. Either way. Okay. Let's clean this up. Give me a second here, just to erase all this. See if I can make a nice circle. Yep, close enough. A little bit here, a little bit there, and we'll finish 3. So again, 2 marks per question. I know some of the questions take a lot more work than others, but that's the marking scheme. Let's go to blue. 3a, parallel. So these are parallel and perpendicular. Remember that a parallel line will have the same slope. So my slope is 3 because that's 3, and a y-intercept of -1. So that's pretty straightforward. Okay, there's your y-intercept. And b, perpendicular. So a perpendicular slope is a negative reciprocal. So I take 5 and I flip it. So it becomes 1/5 and I make it negative. So y is equal to that. And it has goes through the point 10, 8. So this is going to take a little more work. And I don't know b. Oh, I don't know what happened there. I don't know b. And what I'll do is I'll sub in the point 10, 8 as my x and my y. So this becomes 8 is equal to -1/5, 10 plus b. So a little, clean this up real quick. -10/5 is -2 plus b. And just be careful when you bring this over. It's 10. A lot of you put 6. Okay, somehow this became a positive, or I'm not sure exactly what you did, but that's 10. Y is equal then to this. So a little technical issue. Hopefully that didn't mess up too badly. Let me just see what's going on here. Let's go to yellow here. Y is, no, yellow, you can't see it. Let's go to green. So here I have this. So I'm not sure exactly what got cut off. So let me just go over this again. Perpendicular to 1/3, that means my slope is going to be -3. Okay, so mx plus b. And here I'm going to have a y-intercept. Now, sorry, some of you thought it said y-intercept of 2. I'm not sure if this recorded or not, but anyway. So some of you just went ahead and did that. That's fine. It's not correct, but that's okay if you made that mistake. But what you should have done is looked at this and said the x-intercept of 2 means that it goes to the point 20. So that's what I drew over here. So the point 20 means that if it has an x-intercept of 2, it goes like this, and it goes through the point 20. So then you just sub in 20 like you subbed in 10, 8 up here. Okay, so let's go back to this. So that you had this, that's slope, plus b, and now you're going to solve for b here by subbing in 0 here and 2 here, and then you solve for b is 6. Okay, so then y is equal to minus 3x plus 6. Okay, so that is the answer I wanted. So that's -6. Bring the 6 over, and that's what you end up with. Okay, sorry about the technical issue there. Not sure what happened, but anyway, hopefully that made sense. If you have any questions, send me an email, please. Thank you.